This is the final hub town of the game. It's the seafront. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, look at this bustling, empty seafront town.
That's not that empty. Like, there's some people.
Oh yeah, there's some people. It must be one of those lazy Sundays.
Yeah, maybe.
Everyone's in their beds taking one of their afternoon naps.
Maybe it's like a Mexico type situation where it's too hot to be out in the middle of the day, so everybody's inside.
Maybe.
If he returns today, can't let the lighthouse stay dark.
So this is the seafront, and it's basically the final, or the last, like, big city area of the game. And it basically acts as the second hub of the game, which the area really doesn't, because there's not that much stuff going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a lot of stuff going on over here, and this will be like our major quests, our secondary major quest zone of the game.
Interesting that you say this is one of the only cities in the game. So that implies that there's not very much in the way of civilization, actually, even if it's been, like, quite a long time since the...
Not nearby, at least.
Not nearby, okay.
We'll get... it's implied, like, I think they'll actually mention it, right, like, pretty soon, or may have even just been these people, but this seafront is a big port town, so they do communicate and trade with other cities, or, like, pieces of civilization far off.
Did that lady just imply that the men here prefer the fish to the women?
I don't know, or maybe people just don't care about love anymore. It's a sad world without love.
There's some interesting sailors. That tells me the most.
Yeah.
They go off on their ships for months on end, and they go in the ocean. They come back, and the first thing they think of is more fish. It's an interesting culture.
Maybe it's just that the people of Seafront, or like the sailors of Seafront, don't want to get married because they're on the sea most of the time. They don't want to yearn for something they can't get.
You know, I think the sailors in this game sound a lot more nice than our real-life sailors. I think they're some decent guys.
Well, eventually we'll be talking to them, so we'll see.
So we're just asking the townspeople about the shaman fish?
Yes, and it's so far we haven't been getting a lot of useful information, as Grimoire Weiss is pointing out right now.
But there are plenty of normal fish. This is our chance to, try the local delicacies.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, surely there are plenty of food buffs. I mean, you can eat, like, boar meat, so maybe you can buy some fish meat that gives you some cool buffs.
Maybe. There are fish that we can get, but we can't eat any of it, unfortunately. The only thing you can eat in this game is medicinal herbs and potions.
So doesn't NieR ever get hungry?
No.
He's a big guy, and he's got quite a lot of muscles, so he needs a lot of protein.
Yeah.
Hopefully those medicinal herbs are high in, protein.
You don't know what's in those potions, man.
All of your daily nutritional needs in one fancy liquid. Try it today. So
after bumbling around for a while, eventually Grimoire Weiss will just tell you, or he'll give you the option to ask him for help.
Yeah.
And if you say yes, then he will point out where we can get a shaman fish, or where we can continue our quest. We're picking up some maps real quick.
So you can get Grimoire Weiss to tell you the answer.
Yeah, basically, but you can also just say no, and then you can go look for whatever you're trying to find yourself. But that's pretty tough. Or maybe not, but you can stumble around this town for a little while, especially because it's not laid out in a very self-explanatory way.
I kind of like the idea that you have to, actually search. You have no idea where it is, but you have to search yourself. I like that as an idea.
Yeah.
So I hope you don't ask Grimoire Weiss for help.
No, we already did. Look, there's a big red X on our map right now, telling us where the...
I think I must have missed that part.
Yeah.
Just like a Grimoire Weiss just knows this.
Well, he is, he's got a lot of wisdom to him.
Yeah. He's been around for a buck. Is this really what happens in, like, a seafront, like, town? Everyone just talks about fish and nothing but fish?
Nothing else ever happens here, man. It's just the fishing action 24/7.
Well, this guy's talking about the tavern, but of course he has to mention that they're fishermen.
Anyway, there's this lonesome fisherman over here, and he's the man we need for help.
Ah, I see. This poor, rickety old man.
Yeah.
Oh. It's got a sweet mustache, though.
Yeah. And everybody here has nice sashes, too. I like it.
Yeah, I want one of those. So we can catch our own shaman fish, huh?
Yep.
Oh, man.
It wouldn't be a good action RPG without a fishing minigame, after all.
You must fish for the legendary shaman fish.
Yep.
Only once in 1,000 years does it ever appear.
Okay, so look at this, right? They give you an explanation on how fishing works, and it's completely incorrect. What they tell you right here is not how you actually do the fishing in this game.
Is it a lie?
Yes.
It's all a lie.
And I don't know if that's like they changed the mechanic at some point or something went wrong with the translation. I don't know. And also, if you try to like catch the shaman fish right where that guy's standing, you'll never get one. You have to specifically go to this other part of the town.
Oh, and he was saying like, oh, you can find the shaman fish on the beach nearby.
Yeah.
That's cheeky.
So you'd think it would be like the beach right next to where he was standing.
Yeah.
But no, you actually have to go to this place.
There's a bigger beach, a nicer beach.
It's a nice beach, except for all the sea lions that are washed up. Literally fat and washed up.
They're so adorable though. Look at them. They're just relaxing on the beach.
They're just hanging out. Sometimes they roll over too.
That's so cute. Oh, I love sea lions. Look at it.
I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Oh, this kid.
I don't know what's up with the kids that are hanging out on this beach. They're all about tongue twisters. Except for this one who just wants us to leave.
Wow, rude kid.
Yeah, I know.
You could have told us a tongue twister instead of, like, being cryptic about it.
Hi there.
Let's have some fun.
Nothing ever happens with these kids, so I honestly don't know what this is about. Alright, so the way fishing works basically is you put out your line, and then you kind of have to angle your camera so that you can actually see how it moves. And then once the line moves like in a big way, that's when you don't press X like the game says, you just hold the control stick backward. And then the game says that you should push against the direction that the fish is going, but you should just push in the direction that NieR is leaning, and that's the way it works. It doesn't go the way the game tells you to.
Actually says.
Nope.
That was really quick, by the way.
That was really quick. Now let's see what would have happened if we weren't so quick about it.
Wow, we just messed that entire thing up.
No, the fish got away.
You need to move your body. Sounds like it'd be a beginning of a great dance number.
The fish around here don't respect a good fisherman, they respect a good dancer.
That's right. They can only represent. Especially the shaman fish.
It's time to drop the bass.
Oh man, the lighting here is beautiful.
It's a little overwhelming, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's like it looks like the end of the world, but I mean, I like it.
So if you screw up catching the shaman fish 3 times in a row, the game takes pity on you and just gives you one instead.
That's hilarious. Oh my god, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
2 days of fishing?
2 days and 278 tries.
And NieR was counting how many times?
No, I think Vice was counting how many times.
Okay, I get you.
Anyway, let's get out of here.
I said hold it! Over here! How can you just ignore an old woman in need? Oh, I weep for this generation. The children of this age are nothing but selfish, heartless cads.
Wait, are you talking about me?
Oh, ignore her. We have a quest to complete. People like that are best left to their own devices.
Oh! Oh! The pain!
What's wrong?
My illness has returned. It must have been the shock of seeing this rude floating book.
Rude? Book? Now, see here, madam, I'll have you know.
You did this. Oh, what a terrible thing you are.
Why, you insolent crone. How dare you address me like some common paperback?
Easy, Vice.
You there, boy! Would you truly abandon a pitiful old woman to this cruel world?
Are you asking me? Oh, do please ask me.
Do we accept it?
We have to.
Oh, good heavens. I can't believe how much cajoling that took.
You're welcome.
I am at a loss as to what aid we could possibly give a woman who is so clearly able to talk her way into anything.
I need you to go to the post office and tell them to deliver my mail.
I can't fathom why they haven't been here yet.
Oh, the pain!
Enough. We'll go to the post office. Just stop saying things.
Alright, I guess our poor daughter, who is in a lot of pain, is gonna have to wait, because first we have to deal with this old lady's mail.
I can't believe we actually are delivering this old lady's mail, and we have to do it.
We have to.
This only means one thing: she's going to be the main villain of the game.
So, at one point they give you an option to either help this old lady or not.
Uh-huh.
And if you pick no, she just complains some more, and then you get the option again, and you have to say yes, or else you're stuck in an infinite loop.
But Yona, she could be dead.
Well, this is very plot important, so we gotta do it. Actually, this isn't important to the plot at all. I lied.
Let's go deliver some mail.
Let's go deliver some mail. Let's see what's going on with this postman, why he's not delivering it.
Time for the banter. Because everybody knows the Lighthouse lady.
Yeah. I mean, the Lighthouse, that's a cornerstone
Yeah.
of a coast town like this.
It's a very important job. I imagine it has quite a lot of prestige towards it.
Yeah.
A sacred postman's oath. I like the idea that if I wanted to become a postman, I had to take a sacred oath.
Well, you do have to take an oath as an oathman.
A oath as an oath, yes.
An oath as a postman.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, if that's true.
Well, you gotta. What if otherwise you could just read other people's mail, and that would be wrong.
I mean, I understand like a standard of ethics, ethic standards, but
Yeah.
I mean, not like being in a room or going into a hall in a suit and stuff, gown, taking an oath to the great postman.
I think you greatly underestimate how important of a job being a postman is.
Maybe I do. I never did like Postman Pat when I was a kid.
Oh.
I always thought it was a little bit of a strange show. Maybe when I started watching it, I was too old for it. But I was much more of a Bear in the Big House kind of guy when I was a kid.
Oh, but you weren't old enough for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you see. I watched the show until I was 10. I was like, I have no shame.
Alright, so now we're gonna start getting documents. Or from here on out, we're gonna start getting documents. And if you want to, you can just open the menu and go read them at the end from the memo tab.
Okay.
And anyone who wants can just pause the screen while these are up and you can read them, but I'm not going to leave them on here too long, because really you shouldn't read them, because for one, you shouldn't read other people's mail, that's rude. And for two, when we give these to the appropriate people, they're going to talk a bit about the mail they get anyway. So all the information we need from them we're going to be told anyway.
Well, I guess people around here really don't mind about privacy, do they?
Yeah, we just opened that mail right in front of that apprentice postman and he had nothing to say about it.
He broke the oath.
It's not our oath.
Oh, okay. So where is the old lady then?
Oh, she left.
Wow, she just ran off, huh?
I mean, from this angle, she could be around the corner and we wouldn't know, but...
Just hidden under the sand. She just comes up from above, from
Yeah.
below, like, what are you doing, Sonny? I want my mail.
Oh, by the way, the letter to the Lighthouse lady was dated at the year 3340.
Yeah.
That is approximately 100 years before this game takes place, so I don't know what's up with that.
She just didn't remember she had mail until 160 years?
I don't know. The Japanese version of the game, or the version that has the younger NieR as the protagonist, takes place in a different year.
Okay.
But not so drastically different that date would be right either. So I don't know.
This lady is a bit mysterious.
She's either very old or her lover put the wrong date on the mail.
Again with the postman's oath.
I told you, man, it's important. They
Yeah, it
are
really is.
the backbone of our society, just like the Lighthouse lady. Alright, that's all for that. We've been talking a little bit about like side quests in this game, and we're going to start doing some of those pretty soon.
Ooh.
And the Lighthouse lady's story pretty much gets concluded entirely through side quests because we won't be seeing her ever again in the main story of the game.
Right. So now we can get back on the road to the shaman fish, huh?
Yeah. So if you want to know what's going to happen to the Lighthouse lady from here on out, make sure to watch this super special side quest updates.
Yeah. Oh boy. Man, that music in the Lighthouse is really nice, by the way.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I had to give it a minute there. That was...
And the music here is pretty good too. I like the little the chorus of chants on the backbeat.
Yeah, the chorus mixed with the sort of like strings going on in the background is really nice.
Yeah. But this guy actually has a pretty important nugget of information. And maybe that's why he's here, but it's easy to miss him when you first walk into the town. But what he says is that at one point the calamity that occurred caused the world to sink into the ocean.
Oh.
Probably because the world's closer to the sun, you know, polar ice caps melting and all that.
Yeah. We all got messed up.
Yeah,
Let's take Boris and go for a ride, huh?
you bet. As we approach our village again, you can see the creepy mansion that the guy was talking about on the right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And also, don't pay attention to the giant monster on the left or the health bar at the bottom of the screen. We'll be dealing with that at another point in time.
As we panic and try and run away.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that, not yet.
Nope.
No. If we want to not die instantly.
that's gonna have to wait until later.
We need to get stronger, I guess. Maybe.
We do.
I guess we can't take it right now. We still don't have the greatest of weapons. We have a good weapon, I suppose.
It's a really nice looking weapon, but yeah, we need a better one for sure.
We need like a giant two-handed claymore. But I get the feeling that NieR doesn't really use claymores. He's more of a... it's more of a one-handed sword kind of guy. It's interesting.
That does appear to be a style, yeah. Even with swords that look like they should really probably be wielded in two hands, like this one.
Oh no. More Yona time.
Here's a weird little tidbit, by the way. NieR's head always turns to a nearby point of interest. Mm-hmm. So every time he enters his house, he looks up because that's where Yona is.
Yeah. And now he's looking at Yona in the bed as we were moving right too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yona can live, but the shaman fish is gonna die.
Oh,
Poor shaman fish.
that's the reality of life.
Mm-hmm. A lot of transitions this episode.
Yeah. A lot of time's passing in these 22 minutes.
Yeah. Yay, she's better.
She's feeling better.
A little better, hopefully. Hopefully.
NieR, on the other hand, not feeling so good about it.
Yeah.
Because he knows the totality of the situation.
I know. Oh god.
Oh well.
At least she can get out of bed now and it doesn't hurt as well anymore.
Yep, and she has a side quest for us now as well.
Yeah. What, you mean Yona does?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, interesting. We're going to be doing any of her side quests
soon, yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So, while we were at Seafront, we got a letter for Popola. And you might remember from last episode, at one point we got the opportunity to choose what we're going to do next. And delivering this letter to Popola is what makes those two potential split tracks form back together.
I see now.
Yeah, because the other option we got at the time was go talk to Popola. And now we're doing that, so hey.
Yes. So if we talked to Popola before, would have been asked to go get the mail?
No, we would have just been, like, at the end of this conversation, we're going to get what we would have heard otherwise.
Right, I see now.
it's pay them a visit is very literal, because their services are expensive.
Wait, okay, so it's like the junk heap. It's like, you pay us to get in?
No, it's just this. They can make our weapons better, but that's going to cost because they're situated in a place that's called the junk heap, but they're basically blacksmiths.
I see. So we can make. Oh, is this what it is when we can upgrade our weapons like level 1, level 2, and stuff like that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's how that's done.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
So here we see something a little different.
Ooh.
At certain preset points in the game, and also from here on out, random loading screens, we're going to get these weird black, research report things showing up. And they creep me out every time, because for the same reason that looking at a picture in photo negative creeps me out.
Yeah.
Because you expect this white diary, and instead you get this pitch black almost tar-looking book.
Yeah, and it's saying things like thermonuclear, like... What's that about?
It's a lot of foreshadowing, man.
Yeah.
Or I guess after shadowing, because this happened in the past, but, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll worry about that later.
Oh man, we've not been to the tavern before.
Nope. And last episode you asked me where Devila went.
There she is.
For the rest of the game, she's gonna be here.
Hey.
Ah, Devila. Oh, she's so badly.
And there we have our first reference to the whole sun situation being weird.
Sun never sets.
Sun never sets. I don't know how that works, but either way. There's a lot of side quests available to us right now, and I think it's about time that we start taking care of some of them. They, for the most part, don't really have anything to do with the main story. Instead, they kind of tell their own little mini-stories that sort of inform the world. But they're not particularly interesting to watch, so I'm going to put most of them into side videos, the first of which is going to go up alongside this video. So you can watch that if you want, but if you're not interested, then feel free to skip it, because in the grand scheme of things, it's not that important.